Welcome into the basement of Oxford Presbyterian Church. I wanted to begin the year with you in this space because it reminded me of a story. The story is of Marcel Ravideau, a young boy of 18 years old, who was hiking through his native countryside in southwest France in September 1940, when his dog Robot disappeared into a hole into the countryside. And Marcel just waited, wondering, hoping that Robot was okay. Robot appeared a long time later, looking just fine. And that really inspired Marcel to be wondering if the hole that Robot found was the long-rumored secret passageway to the stately home of Lascaux Manor. So several days later, Marcel returned to that spot on his hike with several friends, and they'd taken along a long stretch of rope, and they let themselves into that hole that Robot had found, and they found a cave with walls stretching out on both sides in front of them and overhead. And all around they found drawings that may look simple to our modern eyes, but that seem to flicker in the candles and oil lamps that they had. They wondered what they had discovered, and so they sought outside help, and it was determined that the paintings on those cave walls in Lascaux, France, dated to be 17,000 years old. They had discovered some of the earliest artwork known to humankind. I love what Simon, one of the friends, said of their discovery that day. Simon said, "We had hoped we had find a treasure, and we found one, just not the one we thought we were looking for." It reminds me on this first week of the new year, in which we celebrate Epiphany and the story of the wise men coming to Jerusalem, seeking the treasure that they felt that they had been led to by the star. They sought it out in Jerusalem because it made sense, that they would find treasure in the halls of wealth and power and fame and prestige. But after much consternation and complicated conversations, those wise men were directed to the long-forgotten town of Bethlehem, close by, 6 miles away from Jerusalem. And those wise men then traveled on to Bethlehem, where the gospel tells us that they came into Jesus' presence and they were overwhelmed with joy. The poetry of the King James Bible says they were filled exceedingly with great joy. I'm reminded as we walk through the journey of a new year of the treasure that we may seek. And we often find ourselves drawn to the treasure that might be in the glitzy hallways of fame and wealth and power, but only to find it like the wise men in a place where we could have never imagined. Friends, we may feel that as we start the new year in the Northern Hemisphere, that it may be a long cave of darkness. However, there is much treasure to be found. And I encourage you to find that treasure today, all around you. To find that treasure that helps you to rejoice in the midst of a weary world. What is it that you may seek today, this week and this year, in Jesus' presence, that fills you with exceedingly great joy? For that is the treasure that God has for you today and this year. Friends, this is a wonderful journey that we have. Let us find our true treasure in the presence of Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us. May we rejoice with exceedingly great joy. Peace be with you.